guys, Onit coming in. Got another battle replay for you here on Total War Rome 2. Welcome back to the Land of Sieges. Welcome back to the channel. And guys, welcome back to the settlement known as Tulifurdum. The town center for that is way back up over here in this, or on this back hill, I should say. There is ultimately one path to get in there, but you do have these two opportunities. Again, these very choke pointy areas. Gigantic front courtyard here to be a lot of fighting, to have the ability to have a lot of fighting in. There we go. The defenders do initially start off with this hill here. They can use a lot of their range. You can see there is a lot of archers and javelin, or at least archers up there. I don't think there's any slingers up here. Yeah, it looks like there's all just archers up here. And then we do, of course, obviously also have some more choke point spots that can be pretty brutal brawls, I must say. But let's take a look at the armies here. We'll start off with the attackers. First, we will take a look at Galatia, being commanded by Madly Joker, 502. And from what we can see, he has brought 10 units of the Galatian Legionnaires, 2 Levy Freemen, 1 Galatian Sword Noble Horse General, and 3 Syrian Archers. Then we do have a Masaceli here in the middle. Masaceli being commanded by Sotiris, and he has 9 Desert Legionnaires, 2 Desert Cohort, 1 Slave Infantry, 2 units of the Heavy Skirmishers, one of those being his General, 2 Tribal Slingers, and a Giant Ballista, or regular Ballista. I think it's a regular Ballista, actually. Yes, he has brought a mobile Ballista, I should say. And then finally we have an Epirus being commanded by Frenzic 1. And he has 4 Thoreo Spears, 3 Italian Swordsmen, 2 Samnite Warriors, 2 Illyrian Levy, 1 Royal Peltas. His general is a Hellenic Royal Cavalry. He also has 3 Cretan Archers, 2 Citizen Cavalry, and a Giant Ballista. But his Giant Ballista has been destroyed. So I don't think he really had that much of an opportunity to do very much. Usually it's better to hide your artillery behind some towers, like Masaceli did, instead of just leaving it out there in the open. Because, yeah, I'm going to guess that it was probably Swaby that took that out. So well done there by Swaby. Maybe Sparta helped out a little bit, not sure. Getting in onto the defenders first, we took a look at Swaby. Swaby being commanded by Zero, and he has 4 Swordmasters, one of those being the General, 4 Club Levy, 3 Bloodsworn, 1 Berserker, 4 Longbow Hunters, and 2 Riders of the Hunt. Then we have a Carthage being commanded by Tokugawa, and he has 6 Libyan Infantry, 2 Italian Swordsmen, 1 Noble Fighter, 2 Noble Cavalry, one of those being his General, and 3 Cretan Archers. And then finally we have Sparta, being commanded by Slump, and he has 5 Spartan Hoplites, 2 Perioeci Spears, 2 Perioeci Hoplites, 2 Heroes of Sparta, one of those being his General, 1 Perioeci Pikeman, 1 Spartan Youth, 3 Cretan Archers, and a Rhodian Slinger. So no Royal Spartans for Sparta. I just want to double check myself, make sure that I did not, in fact, miss any Royal Spartans. Does not look like I did. Wow, no Royal Spartans for Sparta. Guys, I think that's going to be a first for me. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Usually there's at least one. But all right, there you go. Army compositions out of the way. You can see people moving their towers forward. Epirus has moved up. We got a ladder on the battlefield. Look at that. Masaceli now starting to move his towers forward. He's trying to protect his mobile ballista as much as possible, and Galatia has moved up just a little bit. But all right, guys, let's get ready for the beginning of this battle. Hopefully it is a good and brutal one, as you guys all deserve. And let's get it. Let's get it going. Make sure to hit the like button, drop some comments, share the video, subscribe to the channel. All right, so here we are, just as a wall breach is made here by the Masaceli Ballista. He brought really close up to the wall here and got good shots. Really solid, tight shots there. We have some Desert Legionnaires. Looks like they're maybe getting ready to make their way through that breach. Though they do have the Slave Infantry first. They could definitely throw them in first to eat those javelins. More than likely eat the javelins here, but I thought I saw... Yeah, okay. Riders of the Hunt was out over here just before I started recording. They are pretty well protected. At least the mercenary Syrians are pretty well protected. The Sparta artillery over here has not fired. Did he have? Oh, he brought 2. Okay, this one didn't fire. Oops, did they not fire either? Well, it doesn't look like he did. All right, Masaceli moving up some towers, getting a little bit closer to the wall. I mean, there's a decent amount of cav on the attack. There's 4 units of cavalry out here. So I'm not really sure what the defending cavalry is going to be able to do. Riders of the Hunt are okay, but standing up against Noble Horse and even the Hellenic Royal Cavalry, it's just not going to happen. I mean, citizen cavalry is just citizen cavalry. It can do work, but it's not really the best cavalry in the game. Honestly, I think by far. I mean, it is what it is. It can get into archers. It can kill routing. It can break down beaten up units. It can get some good rear charges for the attack and rear penalty, stuff like that. But citizen cavalry, not really the greatest of cavalry. It's okay mid tier. I guess it's an okay mid tier. But all right, Galatia's going to up some more of the Galatian Legionnaires. We have a long tower here. Sicili's doing this tower wall thing. I mean, I guess he could do that. He doesn't really need to do it, though, because the shields are going to be on this side. The shields will be on this side so that they won't have to worry about getting shot by the defenders. So this shield wall is kind of useless, in my opinion. Rise of the Hunt. I mean, those archers are moving over there by themselves. They are kind of getting over there a little bit. They are really over there. I think, I was going to say, I think I would try and go for this. I think I would really go for this. Yep. He's going to run them away, which is fine. Which is fine. You don't always have to get, just move them away. Move them away. That's perfect. It's totally fine. Now he's actually distracting 2 more units of Galatian Legionnaires. And look at those Syrians. So much ammo fired. Did not even hit a single arrow. Both of them let loose of a full volley each. That's crazy. But it looks like maybe the attackers are amping up and getting ready. Going to send that slave infantry in first. Tower over here. Samnites. I would get these guys down. I would probably get these guys down. 60%. You don't want to lose any Samnites. All right, here we go. Slave infantry breaking through the line first, or going through the breach point, I should say, first. And the javelins are being used. Murder sticks on the way here for the slave infantry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now, I would say as an attacker, the only thing they could have probably done better with that slave infantry would have honestly been not even thrown them at that, not even gone to the Spartan youths, gone right over here to where the Italian swords are, where the club levy are. That probably would have been a much better option than to charge right into the Spartan youths, because Spartan youths don't have javelins. So that's one critique right there. Oh boy, we got Samnites coming in already? Oh no. All right, well, here we go. So the Desert Legionnaires and a unit of Samnite warriors have made their way in. These are all Cretans. Yeah, Cretan. Let's see what's going on out here. Rise of the... Oh, Carthage brought out his noble cav. That's probably why the citizen cavalry shifted over. More than likely, that's why. Who's that noble horse? Did he move? Nope, doesn't look like he's moved. Maybe he did. Maybe he moved back a little bit, but... Ooh, hold on. Rise of the Hunt gonna try and get a sneak in here. I mean, there's a lot of ranged right here. Oh, boy. Galatia. No. Oh, my God. Use Frenchy charge. No. Why? Oh, I don't know why he stopped. This is all ranged right here. Yes, they would have eaten javelins, but this is all ranged right there. I mean, it's just Riders of the Hunt. Just get in there and get the kills. Oh, I feel like that was a bit of a missed opportunity there. We'll have to see if maybe that comes back and bites them later. But we have Italian swordsmen. We have Samnite warriors. We have the... Oh, we got shotgunning going on. Or almost shotgunning. Not fully shotgunning. But we have the ballistic here. Sicily Ballista firing down the line here, getting shots. Perioke hoplites hitting some more of the Perioke spears. Bloodsworn now making their way forward. Desert Legionnaires fighting hard at the front line here, taking on Perioke spears. Shouldn't really be that much of a problem for those Desert Legionnaires to break through them eventually. Illyrian levies not having the greatest of time. More Illyrian levies there. Honestly, if I was the defender, I'd be shooting at the Samnite. I would absolutely be shooting at this Samnite warrior right there. This third unit here firing right into that unit for sure. Just try and get them out of there. They're losing slightly. Help finish the job off and get them out of there. Definitely want to get them out of there for sure. All All right, the attackers kind of being a little cautious. I feel like they're kind of being a little cautious to not take... There's an opportunity right there. They could have come through here. Essentially could have come through there, gotten a charge in onto those Club Levy as they were fighting the Levy Freeman. 3 Galatian Legionnaires pressing in here. Bloodsworn going to try and hold them back. Carthage. Oh, no. Swaby's pulling away. Oh, that could be a problem. That could be a problem. There are some Libyan infantry right there. But this could be more of a problem here for Galatia because he's got 3 units stacked up, and there are Cretans. Yep, Cretans and longbow hunters more than obliged to fire down on them as they are all stacked up like that. Definitely don't want to just mob up your units. For sure, do not want to just mob up your units like that. Let's see what this ballista's at. 263. Probably still has ammo. Yeah, it looks like he does. And what was that? Oh, I think he's going into defensive testudo. Doesn't have the little symbol there, but there you go. Getting rid of that Samnite. Only 88 kills for a Samnite warrior. That's actually really, really well done. Good thing for the defenders to get that Samnite out of there. They're actually clearing Epirus out pretty quickly, at least the initial wave of Epirus. The Italian swordsman, final unit in there for Epirus. He's got to get some more in here. We have another unit of Italian swordsmen making their way forward. All of this range. Look at this just overbearing amount of range right here. 3 Cretan archers. 3, should be 3? Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3 Cretan archers, 3 Syrian archers. We have the Numidian skirmishers right there. Where are those slingers at? Oh, they're over here. Okay. Lot of range being dumped into the front line here for the attackers. And I got to say, I mean, they have the infantry here. They don't really need to be using the ranged to beat these guys up. They really don't. I mean, if they wanted to, they could be getting shots in onto that Club Levy just to help burn it down a little bit faster. But the Desert Legionnaires, the Galatian Legionnaires, should not have a problem at all breaking through the Perioikii spears that were here. They really should not have that much of a problem. This is cavalry keeping an eye, still keeping an eye over there. The ballista has not moved further into the settlement yet, which is probably a good idea. Oh, getting some shots in here, but yep, you can see the Desert Legionnaires. They are facing in this direction. They have their shields up in front of them, along with the Italian swordsmen. I mean, they could, yeah, I was going to say that this probably wouldn't be a bad target there, firing into these guys as they are marching away from you, even firing into the back of this Galatian Legionnaire just to get them out of there. Though they are getting front dumped right now, we have some Rhodian slingers firing right into the front of that Galatian Legionnaire. 58 kills for them. The attackers have now gained control of this front tower there. They are working on gaining control of this tower as well, but oh, hey, hold on. I don't think the attackers are going to stay in there long enough. Nope, they did not. So they are not actually capturing this tower, which is a little bit of a problem because this would definitely be giving them assistance firing here. And here at units that are making their way forward, which we have some Libyan infantry, some more Club Levy making their way forward. Carthage actually charging some of his Libyan infantry out here to grab this Desert Legionnaire there. More Libyan infantry coming out here, though this is a wounded unit, near 100 kills. But there you go. Okay, so now the attacker's going to fold back and pick up this tower as well. Probably did not want to get cut off as that second Libyan infantry was making its way over here. Now let's see what's going on back outside. Still a ton of infantry out here, though Galatia has kind of committed a lot. He's got 3 units of Galatian Legionnaires still outside, and he initially started with 10. He's got 2 left inside that are still fighting. Oh, Carthage. Carthage is going to get caught. I don't know if that was done on purpose. I'm going to guess. More than likely it was not done on purpose. But hopefully he gets them out of there because the Noble Cav is not a cheap unit, and he didn't even really get a charge off for them. So hopefully he's trying. But the Hellenic Royal Cavalry getting over here as well. This Noble Cav is taking some serious losses. 14 dead so far. They don't have a single kill. Just get them out of there. You're going to take a lot of losses as you're retreating. But Sparta could take this opportunity here to start firing out here. Maybe hit the general. Maybe hit some of these Galatian Legionnaires on their sword side. As you can see, the sword side right here, they'd be able to get some really, really, really good shots in onto these Galatian Legionnaires. But doesn't look like, I don't think Sparta is going to be taking that opportunity. There is still a big old brawl going on inside, though. Oh, good shooting there. Longbow hunters firing it at will. Burning down these Legionnaires. I think he's actually hitting all of that. I think they're all stacked. They are. They are all stacked together. You can see the Desert Legionnaires, the Galatian Legionnaires, and the Levy Freemen all stacked up together there. So that longbow hunter unit is actually getting 3 for the price of 1. 178 kills. Is there a second unit fire? Are both of these units firing over there? Oh, this one just ran out. No, they didn't. Wait a second. Why are some of them holding daggers? 142, 197 now with longbow hunters. Nice. Gotta love that 40 missile damage. I think that some of them are out of ammunition. I don't know what's going on there. This unit looks like they're fine. Yeah, they still have 86. They only have 86, I should say. Got some Threo spears have now made their way forward. They're starting to get shot in the side. No advance here. We have a Spartan hoplite has come forward. Rhodian slingers, 143 kills. Right behind them, another unit of Libyan infantry. And that Galatian legionnaire is going to get toasted out of here. 74 kills, and they are out. Wow, that's brutal. That is brutal. You don't want to lose a Galatian legionnaire with only... You'd like to try and get Galatian legionnaires over 100 kills. Now we got some more Galatian legionnaires climbing off towers. Looks like 2 more units. Oh, wait a second. Noble cavalry. Are you coming for a charge here? No. I don't know what that was. Oh, no. Here comes the rebound charge. Yes? No? No rebound charge. What is going on here? What is up with this noble cavalry? Was he trying to... I think maybe he was trying to catch this legionnaire before they landed on the wall. That's the only thing I can think of. But noble horse has gotten over here now. I think this noble cavalry is probably going to see the final bit of its days here. I mean, they still have the 2 citizen cavalry right here. They should probably shift down a little bit, because it does actually look like... Oh, no. This noble cavalry is actually broken through the noble horse general, and he is beelining. But we got Pila. Oh, my God. That was brutal. Still going to get into these Syrians, though. But they're not going to last very much longer. 10 kills. Maybe they get 30. Maybe they get 30. But there's the legionnaires coming over here. The noble horse general for Galatia getting in here. Yeah, that noble cavalry. I mean, he got in there. I'll give him that. He got in there. But, yeah, they're unfortunately 13 kills. Looks like that's going to be their max. Down to 3, probably 2-1, and they're probably gone now. So what do we have over here? We got some more Galatian legionnaires. There we go. Some more Galatian legionnaires making their way forward. Is this the same? Yeah, that's this unit. Okay. So what is this? Oh, this is all the same unit. Oh, they were all like broken up. Okay, never mind. Club Levy coming in for a vicious charge in onto a flat-footed Galatian legionnaire. Catching them up on the wall here as they were trying to get off the towers. That is big. This legionnaire might have a bad day. Oh, yeah, they're getting carved up. They are getting carved up. Ooh. Is he going to live? These legionnaires are still holding on. Let's take a look at the strength of the unit. Oh, yeah, no, they're so... Oh, they had another... I didn't see that Desert Legionnaire that was in there. 139 kills for them. But, yeah, again, Galatian Legionnaires getting shot in the back. Who is firing this far? Oh, it's Sparta. It is Sparta. Cretan archers right there? No. Is that the longbow hunters firing all the way over here? Oh, my God, it is. 242 kills with a longbow hunter. Woof. Crazy. 226 there. 177. We have 1 Threo spear. Look like they're making their way. Possibly going to try and make their way up this hill here. They're definitely going to need to have more infantry. Definitely going to have more infantry here. Right, so we got some Desert Legionnaires still outside. 4 Desert Legionnaires. Galatia is really, really hurting. He looks like he's on his final full unit of Galatian Legionnaires there. All right, here we go. So Desert Legionnaires now starting to make their way towards the hilltop there. We have just an absolute feast. Oh, wait, there's another Legionnaire in there. Might want to get him out of there so he's not preventing other guys. Yeah, I was going to say, might want to get him out of there. So, nope, he's still going to stand right on top of the Galatian archers. This is not good for this unit. This is not conducive for this Syrian archer unit. You might want to get them off of the rest of the unit so the whole entire unit can fire. Might not be a bad idea. Might want to do that. But yeah, Swaby has actually come down. I thought that Blood Sworn was all on the Emperor's unit. It is not. He's actually holding back the Desert Legionnaire as well. Now these longbow hunters, more than likely out of ammunition now. At least 2 out of the 3 units out of ammunition. So they're probably going to be used as a front line to stand in front of the Spartan hoplite. Yeah, still this is a problem. You don't want to do this. Like, you could see the Legionnaires standing there. Look at all these guys that are not firing. I was showing it that these guys were firing, and then we move into where the Legionnaires are standing. And none of these archers are firing. Get off the unit. I know maybe he's thinking that he's defending the unit. He's keeping them blocked. He's keeping them safe. But he's really being just being a deterrent for the Galatian Syrian archers to be able to get some good shots off. All right, back up over here. Let's see what we got. Galatian Legionnaires, the final unit of Galatian Legionnaires, I believe, charging in, chasing away a unit of Spartan hoplites. We have another Libyan infantry right there. Noble fighter there. That noble fighter is probably itching to get inside. Now, Swaby, I mean, honestly, Swaby with the Berserkers and the Swordmaster and a longbow hunter back here on the town center, I don't really think that that's very necessary, at least at this point. They have a lot of fallback spots that they can go to. Usually the first fallback you would see is here and there, but I have seen people fall back to here and here as well, or maybe even here. But the second the attackers gain control of this tower, or gain a command of this hilltop, I should say, usually the defenders will pull back to about there, just because they'll most likely be out of range of archer fire, slinger fire, or any sort of ranged fire. So yeah, there's really not a whole lot of reason for those guys to be back there on the town center, other than that's just where he put them. Like there's no actual reason for them to be that far away. All right, so the noble cavalry came back inside. The other riders of the hunt still inside, has not gone outside yet. So we got about 22 minutes left in this battle, and Carthage, oh good lord. Oh, I think I would have stayed for the rest of that charge. I think I would have gotten that charge off, then bounced over here. Because that could have been really devastating for that Galatian Legionnaire. I understand why he's coming over here, though. He's going to start neutralizing the tower. Doesn't want to continuously get a shot. I totally get it. But I feel like getting that charge, causing those Legionnaires to have that attack and rear penalty, maybe that's where the Spartan hoplites are going, though. Oh, no. Now he's going. Now he's going for that rear charge. Attacked in rear. Immediately not happy. Now they're getting attacked in the rear again. We have a Rhodian slinger going to come out here, continue pressing into the giant ballista crews, fearlessly holding the. Never mind, they lost it. It was totally meant to be a joke. We have citizen cavalry coming in here now, though. Citizen cavalry coming in Fort Epirus. I mean, they could try and charge in there. The hoplites are moving. They were not stationary. Now, hoplite wall now being hit, and this is going to allow the Libyan infantry now actually to come back and get another solid rear charge in onto the back of these Galatian Legionnaires. And that's more than likely going to be the end of this Galatian Legionnaire. As long as that unit stays, you got 128 on one side, 98 on the other side. Now, this unit is probably going to take some shots in the back. There's a ton of range still sitting over here, so they might shoot this Libyan infantry in the back. But still, at the end of the day, you're getting rid of a pretty fearful unit. The Galatian Legionnaires are a pretty scary unit. Hold on a second. Miss Aesley actually snuck around the. Oh no! Excuse me there. I thought Epirus was going to try and kind of thread the needle there to get into these Cretan archers there. That's what I thought he was going to try and do. All right, look like the attackers are giving. Oh wow, what happened to this Swordmaster? He got shot up. He must have gotten shot up. 66, 69 giggity, 127, 46, 76. Slingers with 3, 17. Guess the other javelin. Where's the other javelin, man? I guess they already went inside. The general only with 1 kill. I do not see the other Mississippi skirmisher, though. See the noble horse in here? Looks like he's trying to maybe find himself a kill. Coming in for a charge onto the Spartan hoplites. Not a terrible charge. I mean, the Desert Legionnaires, another Desert Legionnaire could have tried to make his way over here. This Carthage unit is weaker. It's only 120 men. But yeah, the noble horse general now finding himself being a target. And the Cretans are more than happy to throw some arrows his way for sure. So that noble horse is dropping very, very quickly. Now down to 64. And Carthage is about to have... Oh, God, I think Carthage is about to have a field day. Unless that noble horse turns back around, there's no infantry here. We finally have a Desert Legionnaire making his way forward. Another Royal Peltast right there. Well, not another Royal Peltast. The one Royal Peltast should be coming this way to try and block this off. But Carthage is causing mass hysteria back here for the ranged units of the attackers. And now he's probably just going to pull away. I don't blame him. Oh, no, he got stuck. He got stuck. I mean, keep running. Keep running. Just come over here again. Get that unit to have another rear charge on the Desert Cohort. Looks like maybe that's what he's trying to do. He's going to get hit in the back. That's fine. Keep taking shots in the back. There's still more infantry back here to continue the fight. Breaking another unit with a huge rear charge yet again is Carthage. Oh, Noble Horse joining the fight now. Noble Horse getting in on there, getting their own rear charge onto the Libyan infantry there. But Libyan infantry did what they needed to do, causing that Desert Cohort. That's a Desert Cohort. Oh, that's not even a Legionnaire. Where's his other cohort? There it is. Ooh, Riders of the Hunt coming outside. Nope, they're going back inside. Yeah. They got cav. I mean, there's a decent amount of cav, or he's still outside. What's that noble horse looking like? It's at 62. Okay. Okay. And they did. Okay, so Carthage did turn back around. I'm not sure why he turned back around. Maybe he just didn't want to lose this unit that quickly. But probably burning down the, just as a bit of advice, probably burning down the Desert Cohort would have maybe been a little bit better. At least get some more kills on that Desert Cohort, because the Cohort's going to beat the Spartan Hoplite. You can see that clear as day. They are absolutely thrashing the Spartan Hoplite, and that was including the rear charge from that Libyan infantry. Yeah, Sparta's a holding faction. They can definitely do a lot. They can hold for a long time, but when they fight strongly, Desert Legionnaires, well, Desert Cohort for sure can beat Spartan Hoplites. I would say Desert Legionnaires can beat Spartan Hoplites. It would obviously take them a little while longer to break through Spartan Hoplite, but yeah, Sparta, they're a good faction. I'm not saying anything bad about them. They are a good faction, but on large funds, it's just a hard faction to use because they can't get a whole lot unless you Royal Spartan spam. Like, you know, get your 7 Royal Spartans and then just throw some other trash in there, essentially. It can be a difficult faction to use. It can definitely be a difficult faction to use. All right, so we got these Cretan archers here, which are really far away from the wall. I'm not sure why they're so far back. They could definitely be getting shots. Oh, these guys are out. These guys out too? Looks like they are. So yeah, these Cretan archers firing straight into Spartan Hoplites, firing into the shield of a Spartan Hoplite. I mean, they have 80 armor. You're going to be shooting for a little while. I would not even bother. Honestly, if I was Epirus, I would just get the range units inside. Just bring these boys inside. Bring the cav over. Yeah, collapse back over here by the breach. Bring those range units inside. Still trying to gain control of the tower, but it looks like Galatia actually has an opportunity, which definitely is freeing up the Noble Horse. The Noble Horse could come in here. I don't know, maybe Galatia isn't seeing it. He could definitely come in here and just bring his general around up there and slaughter these 3 longbow hunters that are up there, because there is a gap right there. Yeah, he could definitely thin his noble horse up and get around there. But oh, wait a second, the ballista, 264 kills. They had a swordmaster that snuck through the line. Oh my God, and it's gone. Is 264 kills worth 1,560 gold? I don't know. But, okay, the hill has been broken. The hill has been broken. One Desert Legionnaire moving up here can easily take this out. Looks actually I didn't even notice this. The attackers burned the tower down. Well, that might have been the defenders. Somebody burned that tower down. The longbow hunters now actually retreating back over here. Wouldn't be a bad idea because they'll have the assistance of the archer tower there. But in all seriousness, maybe just the Hellenic Royal Cav now that the hill has been won. Just the Hellenic Royal Cav charges up there. He could blast into all three of those units, get them out of there. But they definitely paid for themselves. 206, 226, this unit with 275. Very, very well done. This unit over here, oh, he's got another longbow hunt. Oh, he brought it down from the town center. Okay. All right, so the Cretans have actually stayed outside. I'm actually a little surprised. Oh, I was going to say, I was a little surprised that other noble cavalry wasn't coming around the corner. But he is making his way out and around. I wonder if this Riders of the Hunt is trying to maybe distract this. Oh, now they see the Noble Horse General here. What is the Citizen Cavalry going to do? One in one direction, one in one direction. Good job. That's good. These Cretans should definitely be inside, though. Should absolutely be inside. I don't know if they still have ammo. Looks like they do. Looks like some of them are carrying bows. So I'm not sure how much exactly. 143, 70, and 153. So the one with 70 probably has some ammo, some ammunition left at least. But that Noble Cavalry trying to get closer. The Citizen Cavalry not falling for the trick anymore, though. Citizen Cavalry is coming back. Noble Cavalry is going to pull away. I would honestly just send one Citizen Cavalry. Just have that one Citizen Cavalry chase, just follow him around. And the Noble Horse and the Hellenic. Yep, okay, so unfortunately, the opportunity has been missed for the defenders there. But we still have in here, we actually have a, oh, that's a pike. That's a pike. Perioki pikeman right there. Not good. I know it's still a crappy pikeman unit, but it's still pikes nonetheless. Still pikes. Also, I wanted to see you guys know this. The balance of power has been against the defenders this whole time. Like, they inched back a little bit, but the balance of power has been against them the whole fight. So this is definitely a brutal fight here for the defenders. Perioki pikeman pulling away. Maybe they're going to get ready to stand there. Or maybe it's because the Cretan archers are coming inside. Not entirely sure. Riders of the Hunt coming around. Citizen Cavalry still giving chase. We have the Hellenic Royal Cavalry. Looks like he's giving chase as well. But it looks like they're pretty safe. The Heavy Numidian Skirmisher right there. Double Horse right there. We have... Oh, my God. Look at... Misacely. Talk about overkill a little bit there, bud. 3 Desert Legionnaires to take on 3 Longbow Hunters? That's... Seems like a little excessive, maybe. I mean, again, that Hellenic Royal Cavalry could have gone up that hill and just smushed all 3 of those Longbow Hunters with no issue at all. But looks like the defenders are now being forced to pull back, so we're going to get a little bit of a fast forward because these Cretans are not going to hold for very long against the Desert Cohort. Basically, the defenders just fed them kills, which they probably don't really care because, I mean, 109 kills. Again, Cretan Archer only 109 kills. I wonder what exactly he was firing at or what that player was firing at. But, okay, so the attackers have broken through the initial line of defense, finally have broken through the initial line of defense. That was a long and brutal fight. Citizen Cavalry shifting around, Desert Cohort moving forward. All 3 of the Desert Legionnaires, unfortunately, they are tired or exhausted. So they're going to have to sit for a little while. Now, let's see what the defenders still have here. They have the Riders of the Hunt and the Noble Cavalry General. Noble Fighters and a really beaten up unit of Libyan Infantry. Spartan Hoplites there. Still have the Heroes of Sparta General. Another Heroes of Sparta. Swordmaster, Longbow Hunter, Berserker, and a Perioki Pikeman. So they do have some okay strength infantry units. But I don't know. I mean, the Noble Fighter and the Heroes of Sparta, but more, it's honestly, I think the Noble Fighter is the most fierce. No, never mind. What am I saying? They have 2 Swordmasters back here? Yeah, the Swordmasters, oh, they have 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, they have 3. 3 Swordmasters back here. That is definitely going to be a huge problem for the defenders. I mean, Noble Fighter's no slouch of a unit. Really no slouch of a unit as well. The Berserkers can definitely do damage if they are used correctly and they have the opportunity to get in on the fight. They definitely can do a lot of damage. But the attackers taking their time. I mean, they're running out of time as far as the replay is concerned. But capturing up all the towers that they can, not a bad idea. Really not a bad idea. So we are at the final choke point, essentially over here for the defenders. They did leave out a couple units over here, though. Have a little bit of a toss-up over on this side. All right, so Galatia has one Syrian archer left and his general. The general only lost 18 men. Does have 50 kills. Hellenic Royal Cavalry. Masacely is pretty strong still. We're going to get this back under regular play now. Masacely is still pretty strong. Yeah, the Desert Legionnaires, for the most part, are pretty healthy. He's got 3 that are less than 100, but the cohort and Legionnaires that he had... Oh, Empress is just going. Empress is just going for the charge. And honestly, I don't entirely blame him, because Sparta was not ready for that. Sparta was really not ready for that. That is, at the end of the day, that is a very heavy shock cavalry. So, he got 20 kills on the charge. Lost 14 men, though, but I think a lot of that was after he left. They definitely need to send something this way to keep the attention of the Noble Fighter, for sure. All right, so we got some Legionnaires charging in. Swordmaster's not getting the counter charge. That confuses me a little bit. Oh, we have 2 units. We got the Desert... No. Desert Cohort's coming over here. Did anything come up this way? Nothing came up the main path. All right, so they're basically just going to try and bully these defending units over on this side. Desert Cohort. Uh-oh. No. Cohort. Ooh. That's pretty brutal there, Desert Legionnaires. Nice javelins. Very nice peeler right there. The shots now coming in. Honestly, I would save some ammo for those pikes. I would honestly save some ammo for those pikes. We got about 5 minutes left in the replay. Desert Cohort now, unfortunately, kind of in a bad spot. Let the Spartan Hoplites just stand there. Okay, so the Cohort's going to double back. Start surrounding the Spartan Hoplites. Now is actually a good shot. Those are actually good shots in onto those Spartan Hoplites to help burn them down very, very quickly. We do have a Heroes of Sparta general, though. Oh, he's just going to sneak back through. Okay, he's just going to return back. Periuke Pikemen making their way over here, though. This Spartan Hoplite pulled away. Yeah, he lost. Oh, my God. Wow, he's down to 71 men. He's still losing more. That unit is so discombobulated right now, they don't even know which way is up. They do not know which way is up, but Masacely here now. We got to get that. You got to get that Royal Peltast involved. Royal Peltast has to go this way. We have to have another Legionnaire come over here and get rid of the Spartan Hoplite. Start kind of carving this out a little bit, getting yourself a good defensive position, defensive cornering right there. I would have. Oh man, that Royal Peltast should have rear charged the Noble Fighter. They are losing decisively. Get on that Noble Fighter. That Spartan Hoplite doesn't even matter. But I mean, there's more here. Basically, get up here. Get this Noble Fighter. If you can get this Noble Fighter out of here, that will make this part a little bit easier. But I'm not really sure. I mean, there's still 3 Swordmasters back here. That is huge. And Longbow Hunters that still have ammo and are now decimating this Royal Peltast. Shooting him in the back, directly in the back. Periuke Pikes did move forward. Looks like maybe they got a couple more kills, but they are going to turn around, reform the lines. We got the Citizen Cavalry over here. Is he going to try and charge Swordmasters? He is. Swordmasters, no javelins. Oh, no. I was actually kind of looking forward to that. Oh, they have 71 kills. They might not have any. But the Noble Cavalry coming down there for Carthage as well. We got the Hellenic Royal Cavalry now charging up the hill. Oh, they did have some javelins. They just didn't get the javelin volley off. Swordmasters, now the Noble Cav going to come down. I think that Hellenic Royal Cavalry's pretty much seen the end of his day. All right, so the Royal Peltasts are still alive. They got into the back of that Noble Fighter. They have got to start pressing here. Just send it all. Just send it all, guys. Send the Legionnaires, the Cohort, everything you have. Just send it. Try and break through this Heroes of Sparta as fast as possible. I mean, there's really not much you're going to be able to do unless you still have Archer. which you... Oh, you don't. The noble cavalry getting through, and there's nothing back here. Oh, what happened to the citizen cavalry? Oh, he must have dismounted by accident. He must have dismounted by accident, but yep. Carthage cavalry coming in, 134 kills, getting an absolute ton of kills. I think all of those Cretans still had ammo. I think all three of them still had ammo. The tribal slingers trying to do what they can. They are going to get rid of that general. He's down to 4 men. 150 kills, though. 150, almost 160, 158. Not too bad. All right, so they are broken through here. We got the noble horse. Hold on a second. How did he get up there? How did that noble horse general get up there? Did he, like, squeeze and come around that way? Unfortunately, he got taken out as well. The attackers have... I think Massace's general's still alive at this point. But, I mean... Yeah, I think this is over. I think this one's over. Minute and a half. Yeah, just get shot in the back. He's just getting shot in the back. And the... Riders of the Hunt going to come down over here. Blast into these remaining Cretan archers and tribal slingers there. I mean, the skirmisher general's got 39... Oh, nope, he's firing. Firing over into the Riders of the Hunt. We have sword masters have now come around the corner. More sword masters. Yeah, this is definitely over. This is definitely over. Wow. I mean, I'm going to say that I'm a little shocked that the attackers made it all the way up here. Because of how brutal it was up here at the front, I wasn't sure if they were going to make it all the way up towards... I mean, they got very close to the town center. I'll give them credit for that for sure. But let's take a look at the ending compositions. The battle was sent in by Tokugawa. He ended up with 1,718 kills. Thank you very much for sending this over here. I know that your team won, but you weren't like the shining star of the team. You definitely had some really good plays, though. But usually people who send it in, they're like, I got 3,000 kills, so I'm going to send the replay in. But yeah, Tokugawa here, 1,718. Good amount of kills. Good amount of kills. 158 with his general. His Cretans did good. 142, 204, 166. Libyan infantry, 127, 136, 115, 169. Giggity, 112. Even his noble fighters being surrounded, they still walked away with 140 kills. We have 0 playing as Swaby, 2,230 kills for him. 37 with the Swordmaster General. One of his Riders of the Hunt did well. I think that was the one that was there at the end. 126 kills. Longbow Hunters, though, 209, 280, 229. Solid job there. Swordmasters 103, 235, 247. Berserkers didn't even get used. Bloodsworn 114, 105, 110. And two of his club levy, 116, 105. Good job there. And then we have Slump coming in with Sparta 1161. His Cretans did well. At least 2 of them did. 169, 109. His Slingers, though, 275, almost 300 kills. Good job there. Heroes of Sparta, unfortunately, neither one of them really did very well. Spartan Hoplites, again, not a whole lot of kills. They had 5 units, one of them over 100 kills. Not a whole lot of kills, but they held for the majority of the front of that battle. Perioke Hoplites, pretty much the same. Spartan Utes actually got 14 kills. I'm actually surprised by that. Then we have Galatia being commanded by Madly Joker 502. And he had 1,403 kills. His general, 66 kills. Again, I'm not really sure how he got in there at the end around that corner. Maybe he just kind of, hairpin turned around that swordmaster that was up there. One of his Syrian archers, 172 kills. The other 2 close to 100 kills, though. Galatian Legionnaires, 102, 195, and that's it. Wow, not a really good day for the Galatian Legionnaires. Galatian Swords, 113. And, Levy Freeman, one with 61 kills. Then we have Sotiris playing as Misacely, 2,285. Believe it or not, he actually got the most kills by 55 kills. He beat Swaby by 55. But still, brutal fight. 87 with his general, 264 with the ballista. Slingers, 102. And his other skirmisher actually didn't do much. Desert Cohort, 239, 170. Getting in with the Legionnaires, 140, 167, 220, 104, 118, 159, 217, and 140. So the Legionnaires and Cohort did pretty well. You only had 1 unit that didn't get, 55. Okay. And then we had Forensic 1 playing as Empress 1502. General, unfortunately, got beat up. Citizen Cavalry, they did what Citizen Cavalry did. His ballista, unfortunately, didn't have it behind a tower, so it got burned down very, very easily right there near the beginning. His Royal Peltast, 185. 2 of his Cretans, 156, 162. Levies did what levies do. Italian Swordsman, 1 of them close to 100 kills. His Samnites, one of them got absolutely destroyed. The other one, 157 kills. And then one of his 4 Thoreo spears, over 100 kills, got 109 kills. But all right, guys, there you go. End of today's battle replay. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Remember, hit the like button, drop some comments, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and as always, until the next one.